What's up, y'all? What is up? What is up? What is up? Good evening. Good evening. Come on in. Come on in. What's up? I see all the subscribers in the building. I see all my patrons in the building early. Shout out Puffy's mom, Vivian, Marilyn, Ahova. Come on, Ryan. Look at all these channel members in here too. Oh my goodness. Kitty Cat, Badia, Rich Bitch, yes, Beverly K. Woo, Takesha. Put your aliens in the room as you come in. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Hey, Jacqueline, I see you, Sabrina. Mouth open story, jump out, C. Patterson, Antoinette. We got some new members in the building. Shout out to all the new channel members and new patrons. I appreciate each and every one of you for supporting the channel. Child, we be all over the internet tonight, child. I've been all over the internet. That's why I'm late. I apologize. Y'all know we look, I be lurking over here, lurking over here, lurking over there, trying to see what's going on in everybody chat. But we're here now. We are here now. Shout out to, hey, Von Zipper. I see y'all. Auntie Net. I see everybody's in here. Come on in so we can get started with the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 12, episode 19 review. Now, y'all already know they are still in Greece. They are still in Greece. And we left episode 18 at the height of the fight between Nene and Kenya. Now, Spitgate has come and gone. Spitgate has come and gone. Kenya done been on every single look, was on the Wendy show, was on E! News, was on People Magazine, was everywhere telling everybody, was on B! Snot, telling everybody that Nene has spat on her. Like, I didn't see any spittle. I didn't see any liquid eject from Nene's lip. All we saw was a little as she was eating popcorn seeds. Now, I don't know about you, but bravo. They edited the hell out of that because, it was a good thing now. It was a good thing because, I'm not advocating spitting on anyone. But that's why Nene was so adamant about, I should have spit on her. I would have spit on her. I wanted to spit on her. And that's also why Kenya, was really, careful with her words. And when she was on Wendy and she was like, she attempted to try to spit on me. And remember, I kept on trying to break that down. What does attempted to try to spit on you mean exactly? They attempted to try, but didn't quite try and didn't quite do it. But anyway, I digress. But, oddly enough, Nene, they finally got to what may have been the crux of their issue, which is Kenya feels like Nene called her baby a buffalo. I want to salute Porsha for at least saying, Nene did not call your baby no damn buffalo. And first of all, you ain't had no baby yet. You was pregnant. But, shots was fired. And, baby Brooklyn, caught a little, of the vitriol from Nene. And Nene, apologized. She said, look, if I hurted you, if I did anything to offend you as a woman, I sincerely apologize. And Kenya was not listening. Kenya does not want the apology. Like, how many olive branches does Nene have to give? Like, we already seen in the blogs. She sent text messages. She tried to give her a baby gift. She tried to do all these things, but Kenya feels some kind of way because Nene didn't check on her while she was pregnant, even though Nene was dealing with her own things with Greg and his cancer situation and her family situation. And look, her son, baby mama drama, all kind of things going on over there in the Leakes household. And Kenya wanted Nene to reach out and check on her. And, I guess, as far as Nene is concerned, she did. So she apologized. Kenya didn't want to hear it. Even Porsha in her confessional was like, damn, listen, take the apology, damn it. Meanwhile, we got messy ass Kandi and messy and look, wishy-washy Cynthia in their confessionals during this argument, giving they 2 cents. Cynthia over there, they're part of the alliance. Cynthia, Kandi, and Kenya. Okay. Cynthia said, Nene was being, vulgar and disgusting. Meanwhile, Kenya uses the C word freely, calling Tanya cunts and stuff. And Cynthia, we won't even get on Cynthia, because remember, Cynthia was calling people mother blah 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 blah. It was some MFs and all kind of stuff going on out of Cynthia's mouth when they was in Toronto. So I mean, and Kandi has cursed a time or 2 or 3 or 4, and let's not even, Porsha has a gutter mouth, but we ain't gonna even put her in this. But all of the ladies seem to, have said certain things that some would consider vulgar at a time or 2. So why is Cynthia in her confessional trying to make Nene seem like an angry black woman? I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Also, Kandi, the whole the boring one, the boring one, Kandi, who really ain't got no business in nobody else's business, but she sit up there and talk about everybody else's business but her own. Yeah, that one. Kandi gonna sit up there and say that what Nene did is terms for an ass whooping. Who is whooping ass around there? And you talk about being vulgar. I think that was quite vulgar, don't you? Don't you think it was vulgar for this businesswoman, this real housewife of Atlanta, to sit up in her confessional and advocate for violence, for ass whoopings? Oh my God. I was a little bit shook. I was really a little bit shook. Because I'm like, who fighting? Who is these 50-something-year-old women are not out here trying to windmill nobody. But again, I digress. So, they seem to have kind of gotten to a place where, look, Nene apologized. It's up to Kenya to accept it. Kenya seems to not want to accept it, but she was like, I just say okay just to leave it alone or whatever. Then moving on. Marlo and Nene, they had their little moment. Marlo was asking Nene, will you support me? Will you support me while I confront Kenya? And of course, Nene was like, sure, I'll support you. You're my friend. Of course, I'll support you. But, iATLien, did Marlo support Nene? I can't remember. I don't know. But anyway, I digress. But, Nene sat there, and shut up while, Marlo put the crown, on her head and gave the crown to Kenya to put on her head so she can address some things. Marlo wanted to address the fact that Kenya had disrupted her wig lunch party, her I Am Her Wig lunch party, by bringing in a whole 3-piece band saying, Kenya more hair care, Kenya more hair care. Y'all remember that? And Kenya was telling everybody, you shouldn't wear wigs. You need to have edges, blah, 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 blah. Then kind of find out Kenya was wearing wigs all along, which we already knew. And Kenya got offended. So, of course, Marlo is doing an apology. Needless to say, Kenya decides she gonna get up and walk away. And it seems like the puppet master lost control of the puppet, because Kandi trotted her ass right behind Kenya, trying to tell Kenya to sit down and listen. Like, how you gonna sit there and take all that abuse from Nene? Nene that called your cat dry, that said your marriage is a fake, that said that's why your husband left you because you're bipolar, and called you all kind of names, all kind of vulgar names. You sat there and took that because you knew Nene wasn't gonna bust a grape, but you got up. She left very, very quickly when confronted by Marlo Hampton, because we all know about mugshot Marlo. We all know Marlo has a history of kicking ass. Look, Marlo said many episodes ago, Google me, bitch. Google me. Google them charges, honey. Marlo got, she might be a booster and a stunner and all the other things people say, but Marlo be keeping them razor blades up under her tongue. You never know. So Kenya was not here. Kenya was not here for no kind of smoke from Marlo. She avoided Marlo like the plague, and she left. Meanwhile, she won't sit there and talk to Marlo, but she sure pushed Kandi the hell out her way. Kandi, you done lost control of your puppet. You already lost Cynthia. Now you losing Kenya. Then, because Kenya pushed her away, it seems like Kandi kind of like, Kenya might have knocked some sense into her. Because now all of a sudden, Kandi trying to hold Kenya accountable. Kandi has not held Kenya accountable for nothing she done did all season long. She didn't hold her accountable for almost ruining Cynthia's marriage, her engagement. She did not hold her accountable for that. All she did was went outside and vent and came back and everything was, hunky-dory. She didn't hold Kenya accountable when they was at, what were they? The Bailey Q. When Kenya told Cynthia to shut up, nobody held Kenya accountable for that. They didn't hold Kenya accountable when, what was the other thing that Kenya did? Hold on, it was some more that Kenya did that Kandi didn't hold her accountable for. Oh, in Toronto, when Kenya kept speaking out of turn, when Nene and Cynthia was trying to make up, Kandi didn't hold her accountable for that. She did hold her accountable for bringing the cookie lady to the group, even though Kandi wasn't directly involved. She knew about it, and she admitted she knew about it because they told her about it. But Kandi was like, they told me about it off screen. So, I just felt like it wasn't for me to interject. But it's for you to interject in everything else. It's for you to interject in this, the fight, calling for ass whoopings. But, Kandi just trying to be seen. Just give Kandi her moment because Kandi ain't got nothing else. Y'all did not care about her surrogate. Y'all did not care about her arguing with Ty over their businesses. Y'all clearly did not care about anything that's going on in her life. So she's gonna, put her hand in everybody else. Where is Eva? Exactly. Where is she? There she go. And look, I would be remiss if I didn't, since y'all gonna bring up Eva. She wasn't even in this episode, but since y'all gonna bring her up, Eva still hadn't had this baby by the time they was in Greece. Eva still hadn't had that baby. I told y'all it was all a stunt in the show. Eva was trying to be a part of the alliance, to freeze Nene out, but clearly we spotted her for her works, and we all saw, damn, the damn leopard party was in August. Here we are in damn, I don't even know when did they go to Greece? I don't know. Whatever it was, she still hadn't had that baby. It had been like a month later. But I digress. She said we don't care about Eva either. Y'all so funny. What else happened? Hold on, let me think. So Kandi, Cynthia, and Kenya sit around, after the whole situation went down the night before, where Kenya, walked out all explosively and, tried to push Kandi in the bushes. But they sat and talked about it. You can tell Kandi was in her feelings because we all know Kandi can hold a grudge, honey. Kandi was like, you didn't embarrass me on the camera. You didn't push me away. And I am the reason that you are back on the show. How dare you, push me? And then you notice that Kandi hit Kenya. Kandi slapped the shit out of Kenya's arm, and Kenya was like, oh, she tried to play it out. She was like, oh, it's swelling. Oh my God, it hurts so bad. She was trying to laugh, but they was on camera. You already know Kandi was like, I'm gonna get her ass back. I'm gonna smack the shit out of her for almost pushing me in them damn bushes. But again, while they were sitting there for the first time in history, Kandi told Kenya, we all have been through a whole lot more than what you are trying to hold Nene accountable for. Hell, I was accused of rape. Cynthia, was kicking people in the cootie cat on the boat. It's been all kind of things. Hell, Porsha and drug Kenya from here to Timbuktu by her damn Kenya Moore hair care hairpiece, across the stage in front of Andy during the reunion. Like, it's been so many things that these women have gone through that did not kind of equate to what Nene did or did not do, as opposed to calling her while she was pregnant and fake married. So, it's interesting. Like, I'm just like, okay, Kandi, for once we see you trying to stick your toe in a little bit and try to like clear some things up since you haven't been all season long. We'll give you that, Kandi. Bravo, Kandi. We'll give you that. I see all the Kandi trolls in the chat. I see y'all. That's okay. That is quite okay. Then we saw Nene twirling in. Did you catch that shade when Nene twirled in with Tanya and Porsha to discuss the events from the night before? Nene she just was so unbothered. She was like, I am gone with the wind. And Kenya is such a weak-minded individual that she can't stand up to Marlo. Let's all sit and talk about it. And I was like, why wasn't Marlo in that little powwow? That was kind of interesting too. But there's that. Nene found out in their little sit down that, Tanya didn't feel like things had been resolved because they kind of got interrupted in the middle of it. But, apparently, they in a beautiful, in Greece, and they're willing to let bygones be bygones. You said Kenya Moore didn't have a Kenya Moore hairpiece. Wait a minute, I missed that. What y'all say? Oh, I missed that comment. I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh, she had go naked hair pieces. Okay, she had go naked hair pieces. She didn't have no Kenya Moore hair piece. Shout out to SPF. I see y'all in here. So, Kandi decides, she's going to take control of the situation because clearly they didn't like the way Porsha and Tanya, allowed things to get out of hand. I felt like, the ruin party was great. It was what we have been waiting for all season, all these confrontations. Everybody needs to confront Kenya. I don't understand why Kandi still feels the need to tiptoe around Kenya and her situation. Because, when she was trying to bring her back to the ruins party, Kenya was all, oh, my life is in ruins. Oh, I'm dealing with enough right now. I don't want to deal with this shit. Well, Kenya, everybody else was dealing with stuff and they didn't want to deal with you. Nene was dealing with Greg's cancer. She didn't want to deal with you. Phaedra was dealing with Apollo allegedly texting you on the side. She didn't want to deal with you. Who else? Kim Fields was dealing with being on the show for the first time while you was calling her husband gay. She didn't want to deal with you. Porsha was dealing with Cordell when, he was allegedly, sleeping with Andrew Caldwell. She didn't want to deal with you either. Didn't nobody want to deal with the shit, Kenya. But yet you was in everybody's face while they was going through shit. So people are going to be in your face while you going through shit too. I'm just saying, why should Kenya be exempt? I do not care. Y'all can say I hate Kenya. I don't care where it's Team Twirl. It's some Team Twirl in the building. It's some Team Twirl. Kenya is always the victim. Exactly, Beverly K. Child, my sinuses got me. Oh, it's my sinuses, y'all. Don't. I'm just letting y'all know it's my sinuses. Anyway, let me see what else. Kenya inserting herself and coming after Porsha in season 5 is still crazy and inappropriate. I'm glad some of y'all got good memories because apparently others do not. And I'm still on the ruins party. Why I keep bouncing back to the ruins party? But clearly I'm forgetting shit. But in the ruins party, when Marlo brought up, the fact that Kenya, tried to mess up her situation, her wig lunch, why is it that Kenya all of a sudden gonna bring up some shit from 3 years ago, talking about, well, you said this about my mama. You said my mama didn't love me. Kenya, you said your mama didn't love you. Why are you worried about what Marlo said? You said it. Nobody would have known. We don't care. You've been trying to be this lost child ever since you came on the show, and you try to use that for sympathy every chance you get. You are 50 years old. By now you should have, had therapy, sought help, did something to overcome all the stuff that you've gone through, Kenya. We do not have sympathy for you anymore. Okay. So Marlo has even apologized. We talked about this on Patreon last night, and I know Nene mentioned it during her live earlier today, but I said it first, just so y'all know. I am not repeating what Nene said. I said this last night. Patreon members, correct them in the chat when they say this, when they start, coming for me. But Marlo actually apologized to to Kenya about, saying that about her mother at Nene's white party. Remember, we talked about that on Patreon last night. And so why is she still trying to act like that is why she came through there with a marching band? That is not why you came through there with a marching band. You came there through a marching band because you are evil and you are back and you trying to make your mark on the show. That is why. We all know why you came with a marching band, because you ain't making enough money and you trying to do what you can, pull all the stunts, all the shows, be a part of the episode because you need this cash because you didn't make it in last season. And I'm not mad at you. I would probably do the same. I'm just saying. I would do the same. Let me see what y'all saying. Okay. So they go to the beach. Wait a minute. Let me ring it back. So that was the ruins party. We talked about that. We talked about Marlo apologizing. We talked about Kandi trying to make Kenya come back, but she wouldn't. We talked about the three amigos meeting. Now you can see it's clearly lines drawn in the sand between the ladies. You know, it used to be the talls and the smalls. Now it's the pretty petty girls versus the three blind mice. I don't know what to call the teams this year. What are we calling the teams this year? We got Kandi, Cynthia, and Kenya, and we got Porsha, Tanya, and now Nene. And I don't know where Marlo is, and Marlo is kind of on the fence. Eva ain't even there, so she don't even matter. So you know, the ladies decided to do some little team building. Kandi has taken everything back from Porsha. You know, she is now, you know, leader Kandi. So she decides to do a team building exercise on the beach with the ladies. Now, I have to give everybody their props, okay? Everybody looked good in their bikinis. You can't say that any of these 30-something, 40-somethings, 50-somethings women did not look good in their swimwear. They all look good. Some of us ain't able. Like, you know, I look cute in my swimwear, but I ain't gonna put no pictures up. I'm not putting no pictures up. But you know, even Kenya with her fake booty and her fake hips, you know, she looked good. You can't say she didn't look good after having a baby. Kenya, her fake booty. But I digress. So all the ladies looked amazing. They head to the beach. They were partnered up with each other for some team building that I thought was hilarious. Cynthia and Marlo, Nene and Porsha, Tanya and Kenya, and you know, team captain Kandi. So why is it that I got my life with Porsha dragging Nene through the sand? Like, y'all think Nene is huge. Clearly she ain't that big, and Porsha can carry her on her back. That was hilarious. As you can see, it seems like Tanya, you know, she's all loving, like she didn't pretty much forgave Kenya. They've been giggling and laughing this whole time, despite the fact that they had not necessarily had a full on-air conversation about the cookie lady. They're still able to get along and be cordial with each other. So, you know, they did pretty well, and they even won the first challenge. Cynthia and Marlo, on the other hand, child, Marlo, like, what the hell was going on with that situation? First of all, clearly Cynthia does not know how to give directions. It's just so many things I could do to sit here and read the situation, because Marlo, they were supposed to be blindfolded, and the other partner was supposed to tell them how to get to the destination in front of them, you know, by verbally directing them. So one person was, you know, giving the instructions, and the other person was taking the direction. Marlo didn't have no directions to take. Marlo was just standing there like, what should I do? What should I do? Cynthia, or what? I don't know what the editors did, but we didn't hear Cynthia giving any direction. Then when it was time to switch up, Marlo got Cynthia back and ended up making her sit on the ground. That was hilarious. So for the last night in Greece, and let me know if I'm skipping anything. I'm sure y'all tell me in the calls, but you know, I watched this a couple of days ago, so my mind might be a little furry, but I feel fuzzy, but I feel like I'm touching on the most pertinent points. On the last day of their Grecian vacation, all the ladies decided to dress up in, Grecian, what attire. They decided that they would do a little role play. The tragedy in 6 acts. That's where the whole thing came from last episode. But now this episode, Kandi and Cynthia are going to reenact some dramatic scenes between Nene and Kenya. And it should be several, because, you know, they always look, everybody keeps saying they two sides of the same coin. Nene got an attitude and she's narcissistic. Kenya got an attitude and she's evil. Like, they all got their fans and they all had their challenges. So it would be interesting to see how they actually will work it out. However, they didn't get a chance to do it because Nene decided that she wasn't going to sit through it. You know, do you blame her? If you're going to have 2 of the 3 blind mice reenacting scenes. Do you feel like that Kandi and or Cynthia would have even given Nene, a good representation? I don't know. I would have loved to have seen it though. I wish she would have sat there. Meanwhile, Nene was like, I gotta pee, I gotta go. And she said she was going to the bathroom and she was not coming back. She was not coming back. So that was, I don't blame her. But, Bravo kind of, got y'all with that too, because trying to make it seem like she had some more drama with production, because, that's everybody's go-to. Nene beat up the cameraman. Nene beating up everybody. Nene. But you did see production like trying to get her to come back. And she was like, shoot, y'all didn't make Kenya come back. I ain't coming back either, honey. I got a pack. It's time to go. You said I put Nene in the pretty group. Nene is pretty. You don't think Nene is pretty? There are no ugly women in this group. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you form it. I don't know what I mean. Y'all can call all these ladies something different. We call Kandi boring. We call Cynthia wishy-washy. We can call Porsha ghetto fabulous. We can call Marlo a booster. We can call Nene narcissistic. We can call Tanya, bubbly, loving light. We can call Kenya evil. We can call them all kind of things, but you can't call none of them ugly. I don't know why y'all be doing that. I just don't get it. But again, you said, yeah, she told the producer, don't tell her what to do. She did. But look, Kenya probably told the producer, don't tell her what to do either when she left, but we didn't get to see that part. We didn't get to see it. But, y'all let me know what y'all think about this episode. If y'all just get here, go ahead and like it. I see we got 425 in the chat. Like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to take some calls. Moderators, if you wouldn't mind putting the phone number in the chat. It's 718-362-6360. PIN number is 9427819. Where is my I didn't bring it up here. Lord, oh, there it is. Thank you, C. Patterson. Hold on. Let me call in.
Thank you. Joining the conference now. This free conference call is hosted by Conference Now.
Oh, it's already people in here. Hold on. Let me get my water together, y'all. Hold on. 4929. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, Michelle.
Hi. Who am I speaking with?
Wendy from Colorado.
Hey, Kandi. Did you say Kandi?
Well, no, Wendy.
Wendy. Hey, Wendy.
I know it's been a while. The last few times I called in, unfortunately, there were so many people on the line. I never got through. So I was like, I'm gonna be determined. I'll be a little thirsty like Cynthia and sign in early. So.
Yes, come through, thirsty Cynthia, thirsty bride Barbie.
Yes. Okay, so I'm looking at your backdrop of your live stream, and the swimsuits look great. But Miss Kenya, I'm not a fan of the booty injections. They don't look good at all. It looks like she was botched. I don't know if you've seen that Netflix series, She's Gotta Have It. It was like a remake of Spike Lee's movie. So there was a episode where this girl gets a fake booty, and she ends up like the booty injections end up popping, and like all the liquid spills out.
I did. So I have seen it.
Kenya's like one step away from that happening. Like the wrong move, she might slip on her ass, and all the juice just pops out. So she needs to get that fixed. Okay, so tonight's episode. Spitgate was very uneventful. I was waiting for, the spit to land on Kenya's face. Like you said, she did all this press saying that Nene. First, she said Nene spat on her. I remember her doing an interview saying that Nene spat on her. Then she changed it and said she attempted to try to spit on her. But
she attempted to try.
Nene was not even anywhere. Like she just made a gesture, like kind of stuck her tongue out. I didn't see any spit. So I thought that was crap. It was great to finally see Kandi pick up for Nene. I was surprised that she held Kenya accountable this time. And she was like, listen, she has tried more than once to try to talk to you and try to extend an olive branch, but it's like you haven't been willing to accept it. So I really appreciated seeing Kandi stick up for her. I really hope they can bury this little beef that they got going on. I don't know if you've been keeping up, like they've been going back and forth in their lives.
Yes, they have. Yes, they have.
Like Kandi was real shady with, this is how you get a spin off. Okay, Vanda Puff.
And Nene wasn't even talking about her. She was talking about Kim Zolciak. Kandi is pulling that straw. Honey, Kandi wants some attention. She really wants to be seen. We see you, Kandi.
Kandi is sick as she is a Kris Jenner with the reality TV show Magic, and she's not. So have several seats. Okay, so the Marlo and Kenya exchange, like you said, I mean, for you to bring up something that happened 3 years ago, and she already apologized for it in season 10, like you said at Nene's party.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like it's a poor excuse at this point. I mean, I don't think Kenya has a legitimate reason to really, really have an issue with Marlo at this point. I mean, there was no reason for you to go and interrupt her business. I thought I was out of line.
I agree.
And yeah. So this is the last thing. So a lot of people are like, oh my God, Nene flipped out on the producers again, and Nene has no respect for the crew. I can recall there was a time when Kenya flipped out on the producers. I think it was season 9.
When she went in the bathroom and she was throwing fingers and stuff, when she didn't want to talk about Mark.
Yeah. Gave a middle finger. She slammed the door. She did a temper tantrum. So, I mean, they've all had their moments with the producers, I'm sure. So, again, why does it have to be a big thing when Nene does something? It's like the end of the world. So that's just my take on tonight's episode.
All right.
So I look forward to next week to see what happens.
Well, thank you so much for calling. I certainly appreciate your input tonight.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
You too. Whew, y'all is mad in the chat. I see all the candy coated click in here trying to read me. I ain't putting up them mean comments, y'all. Y'all can stay. I'm putting all the nice comments up. Call it 6414. Hello.
Hey, Michelle. This is Ivana. How are you?
Hi. How are you?
Good. So I'm so excited that I got a chance to get into the calls this time around. But always supporting your channel. But I have, during this quarantine, child, been rewatching season 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it really gives me so much more perspective on everybody in the whole entire cast, especially when it comes down to Kenya. And all jokes aside, I feel like Kenya is not mentally out there. And she's been able to capitalize on her erratic, manipulative behavior for the benefit of our entertainment. And at this point, I just feel tired. I'm worn thin.
We all are. And that's why, Team Twirl always drag me. You just don't like Kenya because she beautiful. It's like, look, do y'all not see what we see? Kenya be doing the most. How can you not like her at some point? You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of all of the ladies, but I'm going to call it how I see it.
Exactly. And Kenya mentioned her first season that her mom had mental issues, and I really don't feel like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, because it's the constant narcissism and the constant lack of self-awareness, zero growth in her personality. It's just frustrating as hell as a viewer.
It is.
And here we are now, and it's we're still perpetuating old storylines between her and Marlo. That is tired as hell. I understand her being upset about that, but like you mentioned earlier, it was apologized for at the white party. So if you don't mess with it, just don't mess with her, but don't need to bring it up if you have a problem with her. And that's why you still are doing petty stuff all the time to Marlo. It's tiring. And I get it. Like, I have a kid, went through the whole like postpartum struggles and stuff like that. Nobody wants to be called buffalo or, you know, feel like they're saying that they're going to have a buffalo because they're that big. Like, I get that. However, like, if woman tried to reach out to you multiple times and you just not going to forgive her, like, then just say, I'm not going to forgive you and just let it go. Like, or forgive and I ain't going to forget. Like, why do we have to keep on going through all of this? Like, is Nene supposed to kiss your ass? Like, I'm confused.
Well, that's what it seems like to me. I think Kenya just wants to keep up drama. Look, the same way Kandi just trying to keep up drama because they know Nene is quick to like be reactive. I think that's what Kenya wants to keep doing, because without that, what else are we gonna talk about? Her fake marriage?
Exactly. And when you brought up Kandi, that also reminds me, like, I feel like Kandi, we all know that Kandi holds a grudge, but it contributes, like, which contributes to the side eye every time that, like, Nene is making effort move towards a better place in any of her relationships. Kandi has always, like, made mention, like, what? You cool with Nene now? Like, back when Nene and Phaedra buried they had shit and moved forward, she was doing the same thing. And then even now, it's like, what? Oh my God, I can't believe Porsha and like, what difference does it make? Oh, well, you made up with Porsha. So why can't Nene make up with anybody? I just don't trust it.
It ain't for, and that's the point. It ain't for them to trust, though. I just feel like they needed to keep Porsha on their side because Porsha was almost like their ace in the hole. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, you know, Porsha getting her little spin off. Porsha is the princess of the, you know, franchise. So, you know, as long as they got Porsha against, you know, Nene, it's like their alliance is even stronger. But Porsha was like, I'm good. I don't need a team to stand on. I can stand on my own. And I appreciate that about her. Because it's like, because all of them, you can tell they need each other. Cynthia needs Kenya and Kandi. Kenya needs Cynthia and Kandi. Kandi needs everybody. So, you know, you can respect a person who can hold their own without necessarily forming these teams to fight with. If you can't fight for yourself, you know, why are you even there?
And you didn't mention how Cynthia, like, shaded Nene tonight, calling her large and, well, I forgot the way that she put it, but it was emotional.
Yes, like what she was saying about
like Porsha. A heavy load.
I forgot about that.
And I'm like, okay, so did you make up?
Let's look at this for a second. Cynthia calling Nene a heavy load, but they look to be pretty much similar in size. I'm just saying. In fact, Cynthia look like she got a little bit more junk in the trunk than Nene with them little bitty skinny ankles she got. So, I mean, how she gonna sit up there and call somebody fat or a wide load or whatever she said?
You know that's what they're gonna do, 24/8. But
Cynthia was getting it in
whenever it does happen. Yeah, she was.
That vulgar comment too. That vulgar comment was wrong. I didn't like that vulgar comment.
Exactly. And you know, I'm pretty certain that at the reunion they're gonna try to play out text messages or anything or any type of conversations that Porsha said about Nene when they were beefing. But it's like they both said, it doesn't matter now. It's like water under the bridge. So why y'all still trying to bring it up? Like, it's just tiring. I don't want to hold the line too long, but I just need to get that off my chest.
Well, I appreciate you so much for calling.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all for calling Cynthia out, because, you know, when I do it, they be like, you just don't like Cynthia. You just don't like her. I like everybody. Caller 7407. Hello. Hello, caller. I'm going to give you 10 seconds. I'm hanging up. All right. 0985. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing tonight?
Good. How you doing? Who am I speaking to?
I'm Tay.
You said you are who?
Hello. I'm Tay.
Tay. Hey, Tay.
Yes. So I just called to see why are we not holding Kenya and Nene to the same standard when they do the same stuff?
Okay, give me an example.
Because if it's gonna be okay, like Nene came into the season having to apologize to everybody, or basically supposed to be on this apology tour because of stuff that she done did and said to people in the past, and then Kenya done did and said stuff to people in the past. But it's like, oh, we want to be more mad at Kenya than Nene, but they do the same stuff still to this day. And then it's like, it's crazy because, and then we get on the storyline thing, people be like, oh, Kandi don't have no storyline, Cynthia don't have no storyline, Kenya don't have no storyline, whatever. But Nene don't have no storyline either. This beef, the beef with Kenya is the most entertaining thing. Outside of that, what else is going on?
Oh, okay.
And we don't care about Porsha and Demons.
Okay. Well, I mean,
so I just don't be understanding.
So you don't think Nene is being called to the carpet? I think Nene, like, they making her apologize.
I think that every time Nene is called to the carpet, she comes with the kids and then she want to walk away and stuff like that. Her and Kenya do the same exact thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, every time Nene ass is under the fire, she want to go play like, oh, second did this and that to me. And then she, like, lately, her and Kandi been at it on social media for what, I don't know, but everybody saying that, oh, Kandi been so shady to Nene and her confessionals. The only thing I heard Kandi say was that about the friend thing at the luncheon. That's the only thing that she has ever said. Everybody just needs to say that they mad that Kandi is friends with Kenya, and that's just basically what it is. Like, y'all want Kandi to hate Kenya because y'all hate Kenya.
We don't want Kandi to hate Kenya. We don't want Kandi to hate Kenya. We want Kandi to call Kenya, to make Kenya be held accountable for the same things that.
But when she do call Kenya out, just like she did tonight, you would still be like, it still wasn't good enough for you. You was like, finally, you call her out instead of saying, Kandi did what she needed to do. It's like, oh, finally she called her out, but she's still up in Kenya's butt. It's just like, girl, what?
But she is. Like, she only called her out because she was upset with her.
So I feel like they all do that.
Okay.
Like Porsha only called Kenya out because she was upset with her for the Tanya thing. That's the reason why her and Nene so tight.
Okay. I don't know what
I'm
else.
telling you, mark my words, Porsha and Nene would definitely be at it again.
You think so?
I think so. I think that Porsha is gullible and she just wants to be friends with everybody. But I feel like when Porsha don't do what Nene want her to do, she's gonna turn on her again. And that's just the truth.
Okay.
If you're not doing what Nene wants you to do or what Nene says, then Nene's gonna have a problem with you.
I don't know about that. I just think
and
that
I feel and low key, and I don't want to be shady towards you, Michelle, but I feel like the moment that you put something up about Nene that she doesn't like, she gonna be mad at you too.
Well, she been mad at me before.
Like,
look, peep gang, she been mad at me before. She'll be mad at me again, and I'll get over it.
But what I'm saying is, you taking it light on her because you know how she is, and you making excuses for her. Like, the moment you put something in your blog that she doesn't like, that doesn't fit her narrative, she's gonna be pissed at you, Michelle.
Okay, but she could be pissed at me. I won't mind that. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is,
you don't mind it, bro.
But at this particular juncture, we might be thinking the same because from what I see, I agree with her. But just because I agree with her does not mean that I'm against Kandi or Kenya. I just call it out the way I see it. So I don't care who get mad.
Well, I hope she don't kick you to the curb when she gets upset.
She kick me to the curb. I own the street.
You have to hold her accountable as well. It's like, okay, we could say that Kenya did this and Kenya did that, but it's like, Nene, you should be the last one to talk because you done did people wrong too. And it's like, we always have to be like, oh, well, we gotta feel sorry for Nene for what she went through. But it's like, girl,
I never say feel sorry. I never say feel sorry for her. All I'm saying is y'all don't give her the same treatment. Like, why treat Kenya with kid gloves and they weren't trying to treat Nene with kid gloves and her husband was about to die from cancer. Y'all, and they treat her like the same. They going in her closet, disrespecting her house. You know, like, I don't understand.
Do you really think that going in somebody's closet is that like that was just like something for me to be like, oh, I'm about to beat you up, you know, like that? Like,
hell, it just depends on what's in your closet. Hell, fucking yeah! Like when you violate somebody's personal space, their home. Yes. I'm gonna pull your ass out of my closet. It ain't for you to go up there, in there.
Well, we can see that too different because if you having a party downstairs, then you need to stay downstairs with your party. That's just
even if I was having a party in my bedroom, it ain't your option to move past the little space where I have given you allowed you to sit.
All I'm saying was that it wasn't that deep. Yeah, that's her space, but she did do a whole lot about it, and the only reason why she went that hard, like she started that whole little thing, was because she was getting a lot of backlash about it. On the case, like she started doing that whole, it's Nene, I got so much stuff going on, this and that. Like, we understand Nene and we love you for who you are, but the way that Nene be moving sometimes, that's not queen behavior. She moves like she's so bothered by the other ladies, and it's like, why? If you're supposed to be the queen of Real Housewives of Atlanta, be the queen. Queens don't move like that.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your input. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. Goodbye. Y'all see, I allowed Team Twirl to talk. I did not cut Team Twirl off, and I didn't play the Puppy Dog song. So y'all thought I got red. 8078. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Michelle.
How you doing?
All right, girl. What is going on with Kenya's butt?
Oh, child. You know, she went down to Mexico and had them implants. This was before the fat transfers. She got them silicone implants, and they say they're kind of lopsided. That's been around in the streets for quite some time.
Well, she should have been took them things out, because, baby, that baby suit she had on.
Ooh.
I said, what the hell? I'm talking about no hips, no nothing, just all just messed up.
Ooh.
I'm like, damn, that is crazy.
She had hips now. She just had it was
I ain't seen her.
This little distorted. It was there.
Well, you know, when she was Miss America or Miss United, whatever she was before, she didn't look bad back then.
Right.
You know, she was all natural back then, but Lord, I said, that's why she always wear them dresses, because Lord, oh my God. And I know Nene and them looked at her. I know they seen the same thing we seen. A hot mess. And then you had enough nerve. You had the nerve to take off your cover. You know, the little cover all thing she had on? Girl, you should have left that thing on. Because just because you are small, that don't mean nothing. You still like messed up.
Oh, hold on.
You still messed up.
I was trying to put it up for y'all. This damn takeover came up. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to go to this old post. Oh, there it is. Let me see. Back when she
don't look right.
When she was Miss US. There it is right there. She got them butt implants when she was when she started doing all those butt modeling stuff for like King magazine and stuff. Why is that thing coming up? Hold on, let me take that ad off. Yeah, when she was doing all this stuff for King magazine, that's when she was doing it.
Yeah. Well, honey, she messed herself up. And I know Mark probably looked at that mess like, what the world is this here? Because it's not cute. And I know in her mind, she have to know it's not cute neither, because it's not cute.
You saw the way she was hiding her butt. She don't like to show her butt.
Yeah, that's what I told my sister. I say, because my sister called me, she said, girl, did you take care of your butt? I say, I sure did. I said, that's why she had the camera facing her, you know, the front part of her and not the back side of her. So she know it look a mess. With them little bitty legs, and then you got them 2 basketballs sitting up there. Child, please.
Let's leave Kenya body alone. Kenya has a nice body. She just got a deformed buttock.
Baby, no, she don't. Only thing she had to me is a pretty face and nice hair, but other than that, she can go somewhere with that. But I ain't gonna hold you line up. I'm gonna jump back in the chat.
Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Goodbye. Whew, okay, hold on. Look, she look better in the bathing suit than I do. Look, I ain't dragging Kenya. I'm just saying her butt is a little deformed, but her body looks good. 9240. Hello.
Hello, how you doing tonight?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing fine. And yeah, they do need to get on Kenya because, hey, she ain't nothing but a mess.
What you think about Kenya now? You don't like who? What do you think about this episode? What had happened with Kenya? Her walking away from Marlo, all of that. I just thought it was just a bit much. You could sit there and get cursed out, but you can't sit there and listen to what Marlo got to say.
That's it. See, she only want to do it on her time. She don't want nobody else to have their say. And that's what's wrong. But then when Nene does it, everybody point out, and then how they say he told the cameraman off, okay, why they didn't show when Kenya walked off, and I guarantee you she said something, but they didn't say, let it be known because they want Nene to look bad.
Yeah, I think they, because they know about Nene's history with cameramen. I think that's why they did. And, you got to give it to production because they going to drum up the drama to get people talking and people going to talk about it. And that's the one clip they released, to tease this episode was Nene, telling the producers she wasn't coming back. And I get it.
Yeah. And Kandi, she ain't nothing but a mess. She just want to get in people's business. She going to get on, speak on it and say all this shit. And excuse me. And she knows she's wrong.
Not speak on it, girl.
Yeah, she's just an investigator. That's all she is. That's it. Cynthia, did you hear about her fiance went online saying Cynthia don't know nothing about no wine. Only thing she know how to do is drink it.
I did. And we already knew that. Kenya already, her best friend dragged her for it. But it's wrong for her friend to say it, but her fiance said it. So, it must be true. Even we know Cynthia doesn't know anything because remember in Kenya's confessional, she got mad and she was like, whatever she don't know, we could teach her.
Yep, that's true. And Kenya bought the wine to ease her mind that she didn't mean no harm. She did. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but I just didn't listen to you. But for some reason, I can't get in your chat. Do I have to create a channel? Because it keeps saying error, and I don't know. I'm not a computer. I'm on my phone anyway.
You should be, unless you do need to have a YouTube account to be in the chat. So yes, you do have to create a YouTube account.
I do have a YouTube password and all that. But I guess it's else I have to add to do that.
No, just sign. Once you sign in, you should be good.
But I enjoy you. You keep up what you're doing. Don't worry about nobody else. Okay?
Thank you so much. I appreciate your call.
All right. Good night.
Good night. Oh, we got so many calls on here. Hold on. Let me catch up to this chat. Kenya started all negativity about Cynthia not knowing anything about wine. But that's Cynthia friend. So exactly. Let Cynthia handle that, honey. 8271, turn your computer down.
Oh, I'm on here?
It's you.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, Michelle, I have been a supporter for a long while, but I'm going to have to get you together on this one.
Uh-oh. What you going to
So, where do we start?
At the beginning.
First of all, we got to get into your role, because that's the problem. You're a father. like Kandi said, you are the problem. Because you keep reaching out for her and telling her this false information. And you cannot be doing it. You already know how Nene is. She is irrational.
Wait. You are not going to blame me. You are not. No. No. Nene got internet access just like I do. Don't be good.
So let me say, see, now you acting like Kenya trying to deflect it. You know what?
I'm getting up and walking off now. I'm getting up, leaving.
No, ma'am. So let me just say, Nene is irrational. And Nene has a problem really communicating effectively. Like, she needs to get rid of the life coach, get a little bit of therapy so they can see what that is going on and learn how to communicate, because that's all it is. She's valid in some of her feelings. But you be hyping it up. Yes, you.
I do.
I called you out on that one time before. It's numerous times. The first time you started with that alliance, and here she goes. It's an alliance. It's an alliance. After you said it. Second time, when you said give Cynthia a piece to keep Kenya, you did it then. And now with this whole burger thing, see, I be watching.
Me?
I was supporting. I'll give you a side eye. Yes, you, ma'am.
I do run the streets now. I do run the streets. But I'm just saying, I am credible, and my theories often are true. I do have a PhD, so if she is listening to me, I would not blame her. I would not blame her.
Well, no, because you are but on the irrational stuff. See, and then we're gonna get into the facts. Because see, the fact is, you talking about Kandi. I'm the Kandi Code Warrior.
Okay, go ahead.
I stand for my girl. But nonetheless, I know how to be objective. So my thing is, you keep saying Kandi don't take up. First of all, she got Kenya when she did that proposal, and she said all that foolishness to trying to talk about, he may propose. She got Kenya together on that. She told Kenya, yes, you did, whenever she was being shady with Tanya, and she bought that wig back to Kenya from Tanya. And she was like, I wasn't being shady with her. I wasn't implying her. She was like, yes, you were. Then, on top of that, she said when she told Nene she was trying to be positive in grief, she was saying, now, why are you going to do that after Nene trying to be positive? And then, on top of that, she told Kenya when she was coming at Cynthia, she was like, well, how many bottles of rose are you selling? So she checked her there, and she checked her tonight. So that's 5 instances I'm counting. I've been watching since day one, too. So I have my PhD in RHOA, and I have my JD. Now, how about that?
So just because she says something, that's her checking her, in your opinion? Like, I don't see her ever telling Kenya she was wrong about it.
It's only so much you can do with your friend at the end of the day. Like, if your friend go pop off, you can only do so much, but you can say little things of like, all right now. So it's not like she's just riding with her blindly and condoning everything. She says she can when she can. Like, it's not like she's just, whatever king is. No, like, stop it. She's not no lap dog, ain't no puppet, whatever. Y'all be exaggerating. There's 5 instances where Kandi has stood her all against Kenya. And so all I'm saying is somebody with a certain level of credibility, you are a blogger, but I feel like you have journalistic skills nonetheless at the end of the day.
Oh, thank you.
With somebody having that level of credibility, let's be a little bit more objective with the things that we put out there. I'm a Kandi fan, but at the end of the day, I can look at things objectively too, and I can see.
Okay, so wait, you're a Kandi fan. So objectively, do you think that when Kandi released that video of Nene saying Kandi, and then that video of her saying that how to create a spinoff, objectively, do you feel like there was enough beef to do that, or how do you feel about that Kandi Cody clip?
Okay, the Kandi Cody Warrior, but
okay,
but nah, like, okay, objectively looking at it, I can see both of them. Both of them have been shady. Cynthia, I'm sorry, not Cynthia.
Well, you admit that Kandi has been shady too.
Yeah, but Kandi did not. Nene started going in with Kandi when she said that I don't know these people. On her speak on it, and that's another thing. If you run back the tape on the speak on it, she takes up the Nene quite a few times. I had the page at Kandi Kenya update. I said, run them tapes back, and I told them exactly what points to pinpoint. So if you go on their Instagram, I suggested that edit. But back to the speak on it, she's taking up for Nene. And I think that Nene hasn't seen that. So when you see a situation where, oh, she said this, well, let's speak on it. She said, they're nice people. I just ain't never seen them around Nene. So it wasn't that deep. So Nene started going in about the fake ass. And, you know, Kandi don't be caring about all that. But it's like now they throwing shade back and forth. It's what they do. It's nothing that deep to me. Now,
but Nene ain't never used like Kandi's video as in her video to like drag her. Like she say little slick stuff. She do. Kandi that went and got a video that had nothing to do with her to throw shade. Yeah, that was very passive aggressive.
But did you watch the content of the video?
I couldn't choose to. I fell asleep at about the 10-minute mark.
Now stop it. Now you know me. That video was informative. And it was more so for people who did not know. It was for them people who did not know. It was not like this, why you can't get one. Now, the title, okay, I can give the title a little say. Yeah, I can get that. But at the end of the day, I'd rather her have those exact words so it ain't no confusion whatsoever. Like, did what she said. This is what I'm responding to. It was not taken out of context or edited. I watched me as well. I watched everybody's stuff. So it wasn't taken out of context. And if you read it, it wasn't even no shade towards me because it was just Kandi talking during the confessional before the issue even came out.
Okay.
And it was just really informative.
So like, the video was a month old, but she decided to release it now because they beefing.
Yeah, but well, wait, let me.
Okay, so you agree?
No, I'm not about to say
Kandi is looking for a moment. There wasn't no beef enough to do that.
No. There was a little bit now.
Okay.
Because if you notice, Nene said in one of them interviews, I don't know, was it one of them live?
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I don't know why I don't have a spin-off. Things like certain people they don't want you to shine or they don't want you to have. So it's like you implying that Kandi is the reason, or Kandi may be hating or doing something to make you not have a spin-off or only choose her. So she implies something like that. So I think that's fair game because you make certain implications. And he does that a lot. She implies stuff and be like, oh, well, no, I mean, it was just in general. I wasn't saying, and she forget what she be saying and doing.
I think they all do that. But what about Kandi being in her confessional?
You can't imply that I'm keeping you from getting the show or I'm trying to ice you out.
But she wasn't. She was talking about Kim Zolciak. She wasn't even talking about Kandi.
But it was not specific. And
it was very specific.
My phone, I can email it to you. I can email it to you because I saw it after I watched it, and somebody said, "Oh, you talking about Nene or who? How do you know who she's talking about?" And she said, "I was not sure, but I just put it out there so people can know. I will send you the screenshot because it's on the video that she answered."
Okay. Well, go ahead and send me the screenshots to mbrown@atlien.com. I will check out your receipts I will respond appropriately. Thank you for calling me out on my bullshit.
But I mean, it is a little bit. I said you got a PhD in RHOA.
No, I don't mind.
I'm gonna hold you accountable.
I don't mind. Hold me accountable.
And also, Michelle, this is the other thing. When you have a lot of fans, not everybody coming. They're not day one watchers. Like they haven't been there since day one, and they don't also think about the things and all of the factors. It's the people, but it's also the production that's a factor in all of it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So, just give the people a little bit more objective information so the people don't be stealing all this foolishness.
I don't know. I'm very biased. Thank you. I'm very biased because I want y'all to have y'all opinion and I'm gonna have mine. Like I'm not gonna. When I
call Kandi out,
okay.
Like I think that it could have been called out when she brought it up to Porsha about the belt incident.
Mm-hmm.
Now I thought that's what I'm saying, Nene. Like, pick and choose your battles. Like, that's something that you could have really called out.
Okay.
Being objective.
Okay.
That's something that you could have really went and Kandi for. But this other foolishness, no.
Okay.
So speak on it and the film do not support her claims. That's all.
All right. Well, I appreciate your call.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for taking it.
Thank you so very much.
All right. Bye-bye.
Good night. Y'all know I normally only last an hour on look, talking about this show now, but y'all look, I got about 10 more calls in the queue. What y'all think? Do y'all think I need to take these calls or what? What y'all think? Let me see. Nightbot said they don't want you to have a Rolls Royce. I promise they sure don't. They don't want me to have no Rolls Royce. Why I can't talk about what I want to talk about? I am very, very biased. I am not impartial by any means. I like who I like. I dislike who I dislike. All your faves do. Trust and believe. They may sit there and pretend they don't like this person or they do like this person and they harbor some resentment for certain people for whatever reason. But everybody has their faves. It is what it is. Okay, so you said Porsha still have Michelle blocked. Honey, who got me blocked? Phaedra got me blocked. Porsha got me blocked. Marlo got me blocked. Who else got me blocked? Cynthia might have me blocked by now. Kandi probably got me blocked too. Hey, everybody might have me blocked. Okay, and they got millions of followers. What makes them think that I can't see their Instagram? But Nene blocked me too. Nah, just kidding. 3687, you on the line. Hello. Caller, you're on the line. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next. Caller, going to the next. 5414, you're on the line.
Hey, Michelle, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. This is Chris. I'm so glad I called you live. I usually get like a notification, but nothing like, I didn't get nothing. I just now happened to go on YouTube. So I don't know what's up with that.
Oh, shoot. Well, I'm
no
glad you're here. I'm glad.
I did. So, I don't even know where to start. Okay. I'm really glad that, I don't know where to start. Okay.
Start at the beginning.
First and foremost, I was going to say there is, remember I told you before that I was so glad that I found you on YouTube. There are so many content creators who make reviews on YouTube, and you're right. They all have their favorites. They all have point of views. You know, there's people who make reviews that make Kenya to be a saint or Kandi to be a saint. So you just got to find somebody who, find somebody who's aligned with your point of views a little bit. Mm-hmm. I don't understand why people call you and they expect you to just make complete 360s. It's just not going to happen. It's unrealistic.
Right.
But I'm just going to start off with Kandi, because I heard a lot of people talking about Kandi. I am pretty glad that Kandi finally is coming around. There is a significant difference in the way she reacts to what Kenya does, because this season, I have to say, she has not really checked Kenya or called Kenya out on her own. Mm-hmm. Mind you, I've been, pretty much a fan of Kandi, but this season, like I told you before, she has disappointed me. I was glad that she finally came around today. She has, thrown little sarcasm. Yes, you do. But she does that with everybody. She hasn't really checked Kenya like that until today. Mm-hmm. She hasn't previous seasons, like when she was cool with Phaedra, and when she was cool with Porsha, and she was not just here for Kenya's foolishness at all. She would always call her out, kind of like how she did today. But tonight, to me, was the first time I see her came around. I was so happy about that.
Yes, I was too. I'm like, okay, Kandi.
I was happy.
But Kandi was just mad because she almost got pushed in the bushes.
Man, I would have loved to see her and Cynthia. I was just waiting to see how they was gonna pull that off. Mm-hmm. That whole they're supposed to be creating the whole Kenya and Nene battle.
Right.
They decided not to even do it if Nene
wasn't there.
So that makes me think that they were trying to do something.
Yes.
No good and they continue it without.
And I can kind of agree with Nene because, why would she let people she feels is, in an alliance against her? All three of them she feels are against her. So why would they, sit up there and reenact? Why not pick somebody else like Porsha or Tanya or Marlo to be a part of the, reenactment? Why it had to be, Kandi and Cynthia?
Well, they were so mad at Porsha for even taking any kind of, remember they felt they were the host and they should be controlling everything. Because remember they were talking about how Kandi just had a whole attitude about Porsha having any ideas on the trip.
Yeah, but it was Kandi and Kenya are the hosts. Cynthia's not a host.
No, that's what I meant. I meant Kandi and Cynthia were the hosts, right?
Kandi and Kenya are the hosts. Kandi and Kenya.
Yeah, Kandi and Kenya. But remember, Kandi was upset that Porsha had some ideas. Remember, she was like Porsha's just gonna take over our trip. So I doubt she was going to allow them to do anything at that point. Remember, they said we just got to take our trip back. Mm-hmm. But the fact that they didn't continue doing it when Nene left leads me to believe that the acting scene wasn't going to be in Nene's favor at all. Because why couldn't they do it if she wasn't there?
Yeah.
But on to the main event. This is what I want to say. I do completely understand Nene's position. She came this season. She said, she didn't want to fight. She was over it. She did everything she can to prevent any altercations between her and Kenya. I get that, and I've seen that. Mm-hmm. But I have to say, I was really, really surprised at how that played out, because Nene, she don't play, but I was surprised that it got to her, like the popcorn throwing and the spit.
I'm not, because she was drunk. You could tell they had been killing that big bottle of Grey Goose for you know what I'm saying? They even brought it back the night where
that's what I figured.
Yeah, I figured they had been drinking. Ain't no telling what words had been exchanged, prior to the actual scenes being filmed. You know what I'm saying? Nene had already felt some kind of way because she had tried to talk to her the first night. So apparently it had been building up to that. We never know what the build up is, but clearly there was one.
True, but I thought it was parts of her. It was because she was drunk, but I thought another part of her was just fed up with Kenya.
Yeah, I think she was fed up too. Because Cynthia wasn't letting
personally.
She wasn't. Cynthia wasn't holding her accountable, and it almost felt like. And I know people called me out about this on my last review. It almost felt like she was kind of taking up for Cynthia, because she was like, "I will not be bullied, bitch." You know what I mean? Because she had clearly been bullying Cynthia, and she was bullying everybody. Like, she was pretty much telling Porsha to shut up. Like, okay, Porsha, whatever. Hell, Kandi couldn't control her. So who else in that group could have done that to shut Kenya up? Who else?
Listen, there's people like that just some people you can't be around. But what I was going to say is, me personally, I like Nene. Mm-hmm. And I like Nene because, not just because of her personality. I mean, all of them contribute something to the show. But Nene, I go for the underdog. So Nene came on the show, and she pretty much maximized this opportunity to the fullest. Mm-hmm. She didn't have as much as the other cast members. She was a middle-aged woman. She wasn't rich. She didn't have a whole lot of money. Her cast members didn't really treat her, for not having as much as they did. And she broke into, one of the hardest businesses, the show business. And she was like on one or two shows. You can't take that from her.
Right.
And even now, I feel like if Nene was to lose Housewives, I can still see her, on some BET sitcom or some Netflix, show. So I just say, Nene, if you ever hear this, Auntie Nene, I love you, but don't let Kenya compromise that. If it gets to the point where you feel like you're gonna drag her, you've worked too hard and came too far to give all that up for Kenya. Okay. I understand, you did everything you can to get to the point of it not becoming an altercation, but I can sense that she was about, 2 popcorns away from snatching Kenya up, and Kenya would have loved that. Mm-hmm. So to Nene, I'd say it's just not worth it. If you get to the point where you and Kenya cannot work together, you've tried all you can do. Production can't be mad at you. You know what I mean? If you just pay her dust.
I agree.
Because you did all you can, so you let them know, you did your part. You know what I mean? So they can't get mad at you if you just pay her dust this. Y'all have it next season and you just give her nothing. Because it's just not worth it. She came too far to... I hate for her to lose everything over Kenya. Because as she did that, Kenya was just itching to get her
locked up or sued. That's what Kenya would have wanted. Because this is really
she already did it to Porsha. You're right. She already did the Porsha.
This is all Kenya gang. Kenya's gonna do anything to keep this, and I could tell that the things she was saying, that's really what she wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you feeling froggy, that's really what she wanted.
But look, she said that to Marlo. She said to Marlo
because she's the perfect example of being able to dish it and can't take it. When it get hot in the kitchen, when she meets somebody who's her match, she runs away.
Right.
She so like, and that's the thing with Kenya. Like it's just like she's so hypocritical when it comes to that. You know what I mean? Like like they said, the rules are different when it comes to her, but that's how she gets. Like she cannot take it whatsoever.
Right.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say on the situation. It was a good episode. And I'll have one more question for you.
Okay.
I pressed that link. I don't know too much about Patreon. So if I join the Patreon, will I be able? What exactly does that mean? Does that mean I get a certain feature on the Patreon site, or is there like additional membership on YouTube? I don't understand.
You get exclusive content, which means I only post to my Patreon members. It is basically a paywall. I go live with my Patreon. We have hangouts on the Patreon. We watch the episode. Oops, I'm not supposed to say that. We watched a portion of the episode yesterday on Patreon. So there are things that I do on Patreon that I can't do publicly. I do it to my paid subscribers. So if you decide to join,
but do I watch it? That's fine, but is it something that additionally that I'll watch on that site, or is it on the YouTube site once I become a member?
It's on Patreon, but it's actually unlisted YouTube videos that you can only access through the Patreon site.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's YouTube. Okay, yeah. I'll just do it, and if I have any questions, I'll just reach out to you.
Yeah, okay, cool. Well, thank you so much.
All right, Michelle, good show.
I appreciate you. All right, goodbye. I'm going to take 2 more calls. What we got? 1 hour and 16 minutes. Okay, I'm not going past the hour and a half. 2 more calls. 7385. Hello.
Hey, baby, what's going on?
Hi, how are you?
All right, Michelle, you can talk to your normal words. You ain't got to talk like that.
How shall I talk?
Just talk normal, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, hey, yourself?
I'm wonderful. Dre.
All right, that's what's up. I'm sorry?
Dre.
DeAndre.
So
look, DeAndre, yeah. So I was really thinking, I was trying to figure out, like, what. Okay, so I was trying to figure out why you on that lady's side. I have to go deep into it. Like, I got a lot of time in my hands right now. Like a lot of people do. So I just be like on the internet, contacted, old females I used to kick it with back in the day. I got a lot of time in my hand right now. But anyway, I was trying to figure that out or whatever. And I was like, you know what? You are from the South. You actually from Memphis, but you from Atlanta, allegedly. So you're like a country bumpkin, and most of you.
Right. Are you calling to talk about the show or not?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
No, you're not getting there. No, you're not getting there. You trying to read me? Don't read me. Read your Bible.
No, I'm trying to figure out how come you always on Nene's side. But it's like you South females is kind of like off a little bit. Like, how you always got that one friend that's a little slow, but that's still your friend. Like, you my friend. You know what I'm saying? But you a little slow, but you still my homie ATLien Brown. You know what I'm saying? You still my homegirl, but you I could tell you're a little off. So that's why you probably on Nene's side a lot, because. And that's how come you probably, your callers, they called you out tonight. And that's what I appreciate. I like callers like this. It wasn't so much, it was a couple peasants that called, but most of these callers called you out today. And that's what I like. They said what the truth was. That one dude said you always on, Nene's side, the lady who called and said she had her PhD. I got to give it to her. She really got her PhD. She really know about the show. You know what I'm saying? You just got a connection with somebody in the show that tells you. That's how you just went through college to get your PhD of that show. So that's what it is, though. That's what I really feel. The queen.
Dre, are you talking about this episode? Or are you just calling just to tell me how you feel? Like, I understand you love me.
No,
I understand you follow me on every platform. I understand that you feel some kind of way. I understand. But we are talking about a specific thing right now. We talk about episode 19. Right. We're talking about what happened on the show. You probably didn't even watch the show, did you?
Yeah, it's too much. When I knew that it's gonna be drama, we going through this and shit, can't leave the house and shit like that. It's too much. It was a little stress. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna watch it.
Okay, Dre.
It's too much. It's too much stuff going on to be in somebody else's drama. You know what I'm saying? But as far as her butt, like you keep talking about, with her fake booty, but you ain't say nothing about your friend nose and face and bleaching her skin and nothing like that. That's what I don't understand. And tonight, who was in this? Did you forget Eva was on the show?
Eva wasn't on the show this tonight. You said you didn't even see it.
I know, but she wasn't in this.
Okay.
It was like she don't exist on the show.
Oh, okay.
I know how
like this, don't stop, bounce with it. Puppy dog, bounce it in the box like this, don't stop. You a good puppy, you don't live on the street, you don't want no money, you want something to eat. Got your own water bowl, you don't need my drink. Take a shit and walk off like your shit don't stink. You your own boss, you don't need no leash. All your shots up to date, you ain't got no fleas. Bounce it puppy, like you're trying to get free. Bounce it little puppy, bounce it for me. You can hang with your brother, you can chew with a treat. I can leave you in your cage and you won't even pee. You can fetch a ball, but you ain't fetch it for free. You can chill in the house, but you love when we leave. You a good puppy, you ain't sassy. You don't lick me in the face, that's nasty. Said you a good puppy, you ain't sassy. And you don't lick me in the face, that's nasty. Hey, puppy dog, bounce it in the box like this. Don't stop, bounce with it. Puppy dog, bounce it in the box like this. Don't stop, bounce with it. Bounce it.
All right. Caller 4707. Hello.
And thank you so much. Here's your change.
4707. Hello. I hear you breathing. Okay, next caller. 6404. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I just want to say one thing. People can say whatever they want to say about Nene, but I think the funniest thing was when she did her confessional, and she said that spitting on Kenya was good luck for her. It might save her marriage. For me, that was the funniest part of the whole show.
Right. I agree.
The rest, it was kind of stupid, so the game part was stupid that Kandi put on, and most of it didn't, it wasn't about anything.
Okay. So did you enjoy the show at least? Any of it? I like that they were in Greece. I'm sad to see it come to an end because I think it was pretty. It was beautiful. The scenery was wonderful. All of the ladies look good in their fashions. Even Kandi in her tags. It was good. I liked it.
I'm sorry, no, the scenery was beautiful. The scenery was absolutely beautiful. And yeah, I mean, you could not enjoy that. But I didn't like the way that the games that Kandi put together because the women weren't dressed appropriately for it.
Well, they were on the beach. They were dressed appropriate for the beach.
Bosom kept falling out.
Yeah, right. I mean, you had to expect a boob or two to fall out. I'm sure Nene's wasn't the only ones, but since she's been known to let her boobs hang out.
That was only when they showed. But I mean, they look beautiful, but they just weren't dressed for the for the occasion. And you know what? Because I had called before about the Spitgate thing, and I had said, you know, you don't spit on people. And I'm going to stand by the fact that you don't spit on people. But she wasn't anywhere near spitting on Kenya. She wasn't even trying to spit on Kenya. And the fact that she was throwing popcorn at her, I thought that was hilarious. And
I'm glad somebody finally said it. Where the spit? Where was the spit? We didn't spit. It ain't even no spit. Like, damn, we missed out on the spit.
Yeah, because when you told me, you said that, oh, well, that was production. I was like, oh, that was production. I said, no, but she was spitting. You said, no, that was production. I was like, oh my God, okay. And I didn't say anything else, but I didn't really believe it. But then when I saw the whole thing for myself, it was production because they made it look like he was spitting at her. But this time, when you actually saw the whole thing, she wasn't even trying to spit on Kenya. No way, no how. She was just spitting at the ground, and she threw popcorn at her. And, you know, and when she said that, that it would be good luck if she had spit on her.
Right.
I thought that, because, you know, that reminded me of that scene. I don't know if you've seen that, you know, if you used to watch the thing with Anthony Bourdain, and when he was in Africa and the priest gave him a good luck, he had rice in his mouth and he spat all that rice in Anthony Bourdain's face. And it reminded me of that show. Right.
It was hilarious. But I mean, you know, I got
but you know what?
We got a lot of things resolved. So it'll be interesting to see where things go from here as far as these relationships are concerned, because we got some apologies, you know.
Do you really believe these women have relationships?
Well, no. But at least, you know, the thing is, like, you can't hold a grudge on something somebody has apologized for. Like, damn, like, how many times she got to apologize for calling you a buffalo when you came to the taping, you know? So we'll see what happens.
She never meant that about her daughter. You know, Kenya's just playing that up. But you know, I think I am called the official Kenya hater. So I'm going to have to ask you a question.
Okay.
I saw a thing that Tanya said that she does not want to be a housewife. It's not really in her interest. Do you really think she doesn't want to be a housewife, or she just hasn't connected with anybody?
I'm giving Tanya the side eye on that. Tanya definitely wants to be a housewife. Okay. Tanya wouldn't even be on this show if she did not want to be a housewife. So y'all can believe that if y'all want to. If Tanya was offered a peach, Tanya would take it. Tanya has not been offered a peach yet, so she does not have one. If she is offered a peach next season, she will be standing up there like this with the rest of the ladies. Mark my words, Tanya wants a peach. She just hasn't been offered one.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well,
and I love Tanya. I love Tanya. I am a Tanya fan, but Tanya is lying.
That's lovely, but I also think she's phony and backstabbing. That's what I think about Tanya. I think she's a smart, educated, effervescent, bubbly woman. And that was why I was interested in her in the first place. That's why I looked up all those things upon her, because I thought she was so interesting. But I also think she's a little bit backstabbing too.
Ooh. I think she just does things. She's good TV. You know, she's just doing what she got to do for her little friend check, because she does have a contract. She gets paid every time you see her. But, you know, unlike Marlo used to be on the floor for free, but now Marlo has a contract. Tanya has a contract. They are actually part of the cast as friends. So, you know, of course she would want a peach. Marlo wants a peach. All the friends want a peach.
But she said, Tanya has money, and and she's with this man who supposedly has a lot of money. He might not have as much money. He might not be all that he says or that they want you to think he is, but they have something.
Right.
You know, as opposed to some people who really are kind of broke.
Right. Well, I appreciate your input. Thank you for being my last caller and bringing some, light and sunshine to the moment. I appreciate you always.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. What's up, RLM3? What's up? I see the squad is in the building. Y'all want to go over to Patreon next? We can keep this party going. It is 1 a.m. Who got shit to do? You got to go to work tomorrow? I got to go to work tomorrow. I got to go to work tonight, but clearly I'm at work right now. Hold on. Where is my music? Hold on. Where the music go? Hold on. I lost it. You said replay. Yes, watch the replay. If you are just getting here, go ahead and like this video. 600 and some people in here. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. We just spent an hour and a half talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It was fun. I have a PhD in RHOA in addition to other things, but I am Michelle ATLien Brown of straightfromtheA.com. Hey. So if you haven't already liked this video, subscribe to this channel. I have two channels, ATLien and Michelle ATLien Brown. I've only been going on live on the Michelle Brown channel for now because they don't like me to spit facts, so I be having all my haters be flagging and mad at me and stuff, but I'm persevering. I'm gonna be here, y'all. I'm still gonna be on live. Shout out to the squad in the building. Shout out to all my channel members. If you would like to be a channel member, it only starts at like $1.99. You get special emojis. Put your aliens in the chat, channel members, and show them what a special emoji look like. Good night, Miss Patty. Good night, Gina. Good night, Brina. I see all the green in the building. If you also want some additional content, come over to Patreon, patreon.com. iamATLien. Honey, I'm selling everything. I'm selling t-shirts. I'm selling bologna sandwiches. Child, we gotta make it work. We in this together, honey. We gonna we all hustlers now. I've always been a hustler. Now y'all where I am. I can't even get time on the internet no more because everybody at home, everybody on the internet. I need my own internet space. Y'all need to go back to work. I appreciate you guys. Good night. Hey. I see you, Charlie. Shout out Princess AG. Thank you, moderators. Mouth open story, jump out. Puffy's mom. C. Patterson, big O. Takesha, I see you. Good night, you guys. Get ready because you about to be an ATLien.
Get ready because you about to be an ATLien.
Good night.